Good afternoon, everyone. We are from Group 5. We're here to presentate about our assignment on fossil fuels and electricity. Uh, these are the members of Group 5.
The first one is me. My name is Indra Anargya Hartawan.
The second member is me. My name is Malik Prayata Tsaqib.
The third one is me. I am Muhammad Fahmi.
And the fourth one is me, Muhammad Ihsan.
And the fifth one is me, Muhammad Zharfan.
And the last is me, Ragil Setiawan.
So the first thing we are going to talk about is about the history and development of both fossil fuel and electricity. So the history and development of fossil fuel can generally be divided into four sections. The first one is the pre-industrial revolution. Fossil fuel in general did not matter. The next stage of history after pre-industrial revolution is the start of the industrial revolution. This is when steam power was used, and when the coke-fueled iron making took center stage. The next stage is the second industrial revolution. This is when oil and gas started being used. In addition to that, electricity networks and automated manufacturing started to take place. After the 1950s, developing nations also started doing their own industrial revolution. So before 1950s, it was mostly rich nations. So nations like the United Kingdom, the United States, and such. So after the 1950s, nations like Indonesia started doing their own industrial revolution. And this is why fossil fuel consumption hiked after the 1950s.
All right. Next up, we're gonna talk about the history and development of electricity. Back before the early 1800s, the scholars discovered static electricity from which were discovered by ancient societies, and did some work on trying to explain it. And then in the early 1800s, electrical devices including the voltaic pile and motors were invented and began to enter widespread use. The science of electricity also experienced rapid progress in the meantime. Near the late 1800s, electricity became integral to people's lives. Various things, including light bulbs, telephones, radios, were invented, and the first ever electronic passenger rail line were opened. Now, in the year 1874, the semiconductor technology appeared, which helped mathematicians to solve solve complex problems that would take years for a human mind to understand. In the year 1983, the internet was discovered and became an essential part of the United States military. Basically, the internet became a United States military until 10 years later in 1993, where it became basically adapted for academic and civilian use.
Okay, I will explain about the benefit of fossil fuels and electricity. Fossil fuels and electricity have several benefits that have made them central to modern energy systems. Benefit of fossil fuels. First, cost effectiveness. fossil fuels are relatively inexpensive to extract and convert into energy. Second, high energy density. They are easy to store and transport due to their high energy density. Third, reliability. Fossil fuels provide a consistent and reliable energy source capable of generating electricity around the clock. Fourth, infrastructure. The infrastructure of extracting, transporting, and using fossil fuels is well established. And the last one is technological development. The use of fossil fuels has driven technological and economic progress. Benefit of electricity. First, versatility. Electricity can be used for a wide range of applications, from powering homes to fueling industries. Second, convenience. It is easy to distribute and use. Third, clean use. When used, electricity itself does not produce emissions, although its generation might. And the last is support innovation. Electricity enables technological advancement and modern convenience. It's important to note that while fossil fuels have these benefits, they also come with significant environmental and health costs due to their emission and finite availability. The global shift towards renewable energy source aims to retain the benefits of reliable energy while mitigating the negative impacts. Next.
I will explain the chemical reaction that involved in this topic. It is the fossil fuel and electricity. Mm, uh, there are two reactions, like first is perfect combustion and two is imperfect combustion. The combustion process is said to be perfect if the mixture of fuel and air can burn completely at the desired time and condition. And incomplete combustion occur where there is an insufficient amount of oxygen. Um, and in this topic, complete combustion in hydrocarbon in petroleum produce carbon dioxide and water vapor. Meanwhile, incomplete combustion will produce solid particle known as smoke and contain fine grain of carbon, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and water vapor. Uh, Between the perfect combustion reaction in the reaction 1 and incomplete reaction in reaction 2, it can be concluded that whether combustion can take place completely or not is determined by the ratio of the amount of volume of gasoline atau CH18 to the volume of oxygen gas. The more limited the amount of oxygen, the more incomplete the combustion occurs, and the more uh, carbon atau soot is produced.
Last but not least, we have the latest discoveries and technological developments. The first one is fossil fuels. Refinement of tracking process. Improvement have been made to the hydraulic fracturing or fracking process to reduce the impact on the environment. Innovation include a reduction in water use, an increase in extraction efficiency, and a reduction in emissions. Second, carbon capture and storage or CCS. CCS technology is being rapidly developed as a way to capture carbon dioxide from the burning of fossil fuels before it released into the atmosphere. Research is currently being conducted to find more efficient and cost-effective ways of capturing, using and storing the carbon dioxide. Third one, the use of microorganism. Recent research has shown that the use of certain microorganisms can increase the recovery of oil from aging oil fields, while at the same time reducing carbon dioxide emission.
And from the electricity and alternative energy, first we have electric vehicles or EVs. The development of electric vehicles is continue with with a focus on increasing the range of the battery, reducing the charging time, and expanding the charging infrastructure. Performance and efficiency are also being improved through innovation in electric motors and battery management system. Second, nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion promises to be a virtually limitless and clean source of energy, although it is still at the research and development stage. Projects such as ITER or the International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor aim to make fusion reactors commercially viable in the next few decades. And the last, hydrogen fuel. Hydrogen is the fuel of the future because the only byproduct of its combustion or use in a fuel cell is water. The focus of research is on the efficient and economical production, storage, and distribution of hydrogen. That's all from us. Thank you.